so I want to start things off with Scumpy himself. His ability, active camo using overclock, has a trophy system. RK5 in his back pocket, VMP as his primary weapon, as he's going to be leading the charge for his Optic Gaming squad. Luminosity, though, they're going to get first touch on the hard point.
All right, let's watch the action. Scump able to pick up one. This is going to be a fun map for him with the SMG.
Boy.
What was that? He shoots somebody in the shin pads, basically able to pick up a kill, and now he's got the hard point locked down. Can Optic Gaming hold? You see there's a couple players going to be pushing from the back. You'll see Scump going to be watching that wall run. Both try to push from steps. Karma going to shut them both down effectively, and now you see they're going to be flying in from every side.
Such great use of the HCXD. You see how patient he is with it, just kind of peeking around the corner. Nobody could go through this doorway right now. That's what he's trying to shoot at.
That was awesome. I mean, Flak Jacket's not going to give him the kill, but he's still 4-0. He's still flying, making 5-0. Karma putting on a show right now for Optic Gaming. Can he keep it going? Now, we talk about the early rotation, how important it is on this hardpoint.
They got out there really early,
well, he's by himself for a second. Thankfully, Formal rotates over and gets that key kill coming in the front side. Scum needs help inside. He wins the first one. Can he get a second? No, he is going to get taken out, and they've lost control for the time being.
Yeah, Formal got taken down on the anchor, and Karma, he's got the Shiva out right now. I believe he picked that up off of a dead body, but now he's got the heat wave. Inside the hard point. There we go. Picks up one. There goes replays. He has the Hellstorm missile and the lightning strike now to work with.
7-0 is Karma. You said he can get it done with every gun. He's going to drop, but he's had one hell of a start here. And he's just crushing. You know, the one thing to point out for him, too, is Formal and Karma, you want to get players, you know, close to each other, kind of on the same coast. He just moved to Chicago, so he's playing closer to his teammates. He's at the house. He's able to communicate better with them, not across the country. So definitely a positive for him in this team. And you see him playing strong right now as he's had one hell of a start.
Yeah, Scump just staying alive in the hard point. Nobody really has come close to challenging him. Finally, one player near the front door, but only 10 seconds remaining. You got to wonder why LG are even trying to force the issue across the map. You see a lot of the action now going down over here in the middle of the map. That's where the next hardpoint is going to be. John trying to defend himself inside the hardpoint. Does find the kill on the Karma, but as it pops up, it's going to be up to LG. They have a dent that they need to put into this lead that Optic currently has.
And that's what's tough with people running Flak Jacket. You know, you get the scouting information from those cars, but you can't really hold off a push with it. You can't hold off a doorway quite as well, which that, I don't even think he was able to get that out there. Just gets melted basically as soon as he's going to try to pull that up. You see Formal getting on the board with the L car. They're up just about 70 points right now. And I mean, for the most part, look up top right. What's standing out for me here early, Saints is your key slayer. He's number 2 in top 5 overall slayers, and he's starting out 3-9.
Formal tag like every single player on LG with that H16. You see how quick they are dropping. What I saw from LG on that middle hard point is up until that push that they just had, they were all going at Optic Gaming one by one. Like, you're not going to win these 1v4 fights as Karma uses the Hellstorm missile, takes down John, and now Scump is going to start to push down these cuts. Optic Gaming, they're about to go up by 80 points. They got control of the spawns. They have control of the next hard point. Everything going well for them.
Yeah, and this is a definition of how versatile this Optic team is. Is Formal doing Formal? Yeah, he's 15-7. You know, doesn't have a ton of time in the hard point. That's what you expect from him. I mentioned Karma's been really the one racking up a lot of time in a lot of these scrims. But now he started off so hot, 7-0? It's now Scump and Krim kind of the guys pulling in the time. And they're just crushing right now. They can really get it done on every single front, and you're seeing that coming in from Optic. But let's talk a little bit about Luminosity. I know it's kind of been the Optic show early, but that's just because they've been crushing. What does Luminosity need to get things going? How can they battle back in this one, do you think?
I think kills inside the hard point. That's where it's going to...
Okay.
That's where Luminosity is going to try to win this game. You know, get kills inside the hard point. It's as simple as that. Defend the objective. John has been one of the better players I've seen from Luminosity when it comes to making these clutch kill happens. Most of the time you see him with the most kills on the team, along with the most time inside the hard point.
I could not agree with you more. And for me, it's just, is it killing around the hard point? Yes, but it's just kind of slaying in general right now. They're down, what you gotta, I think it's around 10 or so kills they're trailing by now, maybe a little bit more than that as far as the overall slaying department. Now, Saints, you're gonna see him pulling out the side. Maybe this is something that can get him going, but there you see the fire, and you saw how effectively Methods was able to hold off this same angle. You just shut it down completely. It makes it so difficult to push in. They try other angles. You see Formal, Scump, Karma, really all coming in the kill feed, holding off these other angles. And Krim hasn't done anything yet with regards to picking up kills. He's just held it down. He's scared away the opposition. I think Formal's got at least 5 or 6 kills in the time he just sat there and looked at the front door.
I need to start watching myself some Formal. He's 22-11. Now I know why he's like your most favorite player you've ever watched.
Hey, I've been casting him since, back in the Halo days. I think I've followed this guy for 5 years, and it's been awesome to watch him transition over to a Call of Duty Pro.
Almost at like a stalkerish kind of level you've been following him.
He's a close friend.
You follow him very closely.
All right, I might be his biggest fan. But you see, he's calling in the HC car, going to try and push into Palace here. Is he able to pick up any kills? Able to connect, weaken up maybe 1 or 2 players there, and now he's going to transition from top middle. Can he keep this streak alive? A little bit of a bait and switch there coming in. Going to throw him off.
Yeah, just trying to be the distraction for this guy. Scump picks up 2. Crimsix follows with the HCXD, and you watch these Optic guys play. They get kills one right after another, really helping each other out. They're always there, to trade the kills out. Crimsix, he had a slow start. He's now 17-9. Everybody from Optic Gaming pitching in here.
Yeah,
I almost didn't even notice that they're up by 115 points.
Well, I think this is the good thing you can take from this. I don't think there are many teams that will consistently beat Optic Gaming in Hardpoint. That's been their best game mode. Really, well, okay, we'll talk. I know we didn't really play Hardpoint and Go, so let's just say throughout the last 2 titles, it's been their best game mode. If you're going to beat Optic Gaming...
Why is LG pushing right here?
It's got to come in S&D and an uplink. But are they giving anyone streaks is the question. Let's take a look over it. I'm going to fly through an Optic.
Scumpy got pretty close.
Scumpy got close, but no one has streaks right now. So you can, you can keep pushing and contesting to some degree. Just don't give those streaks. What did I miss? I was looking at my screen for 1 second.
Scumpy got shot in the back by Spacely. He pops his camo, boosts up, picks up the kill. In the meantime, Karma was able to pick up 2. Here comes Scump trying to help him out once again. Karma coming along the wall run. LG will be able to break, but they need to hold on to like every single second from here on out to come back into this game.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult. They're obviously trailing big here. It's been a really solid effort from Optic early. Who from Luminosity can be the guy to bring this one tight? You don't want to look forward to the S&D. You want to at least bring this as close as possible, if not just for kind of motivation, energy going forward. That's going to be a big win from Saints and Spacely. They're able to take the back and get forward. Spacely going massive. He gets 3 there. How did he get
his teammate?
Where was the... Oh, okay. It's not to say. I was like, where was the second player there? One going to be a team kill, but it does give them control, but they finally break in. There's only 10 seconds left in the hard point.
Yeah, Optic Gaming, they're just going to rotate over towards the middle hard point. Scumpy getting a kill in transition, takes down replays. It's going to be Karma to follow that up. And, it seems like when one person from Optic Gaming picks up a kill, 2 other of their teammates chime in and pick up kills. So, like, every time somebody from LG dies, 2 more go after that. 3 down consistently for this team. Scumpy continuing to go on a rampage. He's got 1 more play in front of him. He's going to clean up Spacely as well.
He's going nuts. He's on a 4 streak. Crim and Karma on 2 streaks of their own. And you can see why Scump, when it comes to close range battles with the SMG, he's the best in the business. So tough to beat. Has such a fast reaction time. Such good awareness. How do you win that one? I think he runs through a nade. He has his HC car. Might call that in. Tries to pull out the RK5, finally going to get flooded, but they're still enjoying a 100-point advantage right now. Can they lock it down? Luminosity trying to stay alive, but Optic Gaming only needs 10 more points to close out game number 1 in our final match.
Optic Gaming don't even need to push this anymore. They could just set up for the next hard point, but Formal, he picks up 2. Thing about LG, like we were saying in some previous matches.
That's a sight, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the entire team. That's all 4. He picks up 1 bridge, 1 it broken, flies in, gets both players on the opposite side. He's 32-21 on a 4 streak, and that 4 streak was the entire team. So you want to know how to break a hard point, you break it by killing everyone on the map.
Yeah, if you're LG, you can't let something like that happen. Formal did that on his own. Like, his teammates were like, all right, let's set up for the next hard point. Let's win on that. Formal was like, I'll just break it and win.
And that's brutal, too, when you have a... I know Crim has been very outspoken about not liking that particular CTF because of how it plays, because it's kind of campy, because it plays slow. You might give, I guess, more of an edge in that CTF, certainly, than Uplink.
Okay, I could agree with you there. So as we're moving into the ban and protect phase, it's going to be Karma. First ban. He goes right after that. Vesper, it's going to be Saints going after Overkill, though.
Okay.
But I think the guys from Optic Gaming, they could really shoot any gun they have in their hands. So I don't think they're too worried about not being able to have a SMG in their back pocket with a sniper.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you try to target more. I mean, it's hard to target guns against this team. Do you maybe start targeting more perks and specialists, potentially? Is that something you could go after? Is Overclock something you finally might want to see go?
Maybe. I think you can clearly see what Optic Gaming have in mind here. Take a look at this. Flashbang goes. Concussion goes. Vesper goes. All these things that might give LG a bit of an advantage by using Optic Gaming or taking them out of the game.
They certainly are. I mean, all concussions, flashbangs are going to kind of, I guess, slow the game down a bit, really, and that's not what Optic wants. They want to play really as fast as they can, so that pretty expected for me. The final two usually take a bit of time.
Yeah, camo.
Camo, okay.
Shiva still in.
Usually camo is the go-to for Scump if there's no kinetic armor. He'll tend to use that one quite a bit. I'll be curious to see, because I think kinetic still made it through, right?
I believe so.
I believe it did, yeah.
I think there was another special that got taken out.
I'm not sure. I think it made it through. We'll see in a second here. Someone's definitely going to run kinetic if it's available. Specialist draft. Saint's taking his time. It's going to be double heat wave there. We, again, have seen Karma be really successful with that. Really, anyone running it, we've seen have very, very big plays. Diabolic last night had, popped 2 heat waves. A guy hit him with a heat wave.
10 seconds.
3 went off, and yeah, maybe less than 10 seconds. Vision pulse coming in for Krem. Formal, I wouldn't be surprised if he uses a weapon. He might go Annihilator. He may even use a Scythe, but I know it's much more ability.
Psychosis.
It's much more ability heavy. Yeah, he's going to go Psychosis.
Yeah, in a game mode like Search and Destroy, you want to make sure that you are getting use and good use out of your specialist ability.
You rarely ever see weapons. Sometimes, your top slayers, you'll see occasionally sneak one into S&D, but predominantly it's going to be 4 abilities for these guys. And then, yeah, Scump will go kinetic armor. That's kind of his go-to. So you actually don't end up having an active camo potentially for either side.
But
it was because banned. Yeah,
that was why, maybe.
I was wondering why I was waiting for the active camo. I was waiting for the kinetic because that wasn't banned, yeah.
So it basically goes with that glitch. I know that's a specialist he always likes to use. I saw him make a sick play the other day with glitch on a breach search and destroy, led to a round victory for him. But, adding on to your point, I'm remembering back to the Totino's land with Slacked against Optic Gaming, made a big play with the Annihilator and search and destroy. So kind of like the abilities where you get that one good round use out of it. Might see an Annihilator every now and then.
Sure, but I mean, obviously with patches to the game, I think the time has been extended greatly. I don't even know. I don't even know with Overclock if it's as fast as it used to be. I don't know the exact changes in number of seconds, but I know it changed pretty drastically. Because if I remember right, Slack got that in round 4 or 5 and held on to it until round 11. I'm probably exaggerating a bit, but he held on to it for quite some time. But taking a look at this one, we saw the big thing that stood out in the last series was snipers not being very effective at all.
Well, that's because the SVG was banned out.
True. And well, to be fair, I mean, we weren't really seeing many shots hit with BO6 or the Locust. I think this is a game where snipers certainly going to have more of an impact. I don't think we're going to see multiple snipers because Overkill was taken out, obviously. If anything, it's probably just going to be one guy. But this one, going to be a tough one for LG. They'd like to get a quick start in this, I think.
Okay, so I think I don't know if you're Optic Gaming, who do you choose to snipe for your team? Formal or Karma? I mean, both are very capable. Do you say Formal? Start out with the sniper. If you wind up not hitting your shots, Karma, you give it a shot. Is that kind of the game plan here for Optic?
I mean, for the most part, I think I've seen. It's been Formal predominantly sniping, but Karma busted out from time to time. I feel like it's a thing where Karma's a type of player, and I know we've said this a bit, but you let him play within his comfort zone. Whatever he kind of feels like doing.
Whatever Karma wants to do, you just go ahead and do it,
Let him do it. Whatever he wants to do, he makes it work. I know that was a big thing in Advanced Warfare. He was really, really struggling in S&D and AW. Like, I'm talking, he was having games where he's going 1-7, 1-8, 1-9, like on LAN, just not being very Karma-esque. And then towards the final couple lands, they say, screw it. Karma, you want to snipe? Formal put it away. Pull out a bell. You go ahead and snipe. And Karma just instantly started lighting it up, having all these amazing plays.
It's more like a comfort thing from Karma. So he's comfortable with the role that he's playing. He's going to perform to like we're used to seeing.
Yeah, he's not someone, you don't need to fit him into whatever kind of, usually you have your objective player. So yeah, let him do what he wants to do, play around it, and he can really just make some of the best plays in the game.
All right, so starting things off, we're entering Fringe Search and Destroy. It's going to be Optic on defense, so we'll start things off with Luminosity. I'm going to be looking at replays. He needs to have a good game for me. He's got the sniper rifle in his hand, cold-blooded as well. Really loaded up on the perks here.
All right, oh yeah, he's got perks for days, and he's going to go for this snipe from the offensive side of things. Looks for it, doesn't see anyone top barn. No one to tag for him there, and he's just trying to watch really mid-map, taking a look at my mini-map over here, trying to see where the aggression might come from, and they see the aggression coming from B, so now everyone's going to be rotating over.
Yeah, Optic Gaming going to rotate as a team, and this is exactly what we were talking about, Maven. You make a play happen, you call a play, work it as a unit, as a team. You got to watch out for replays. He's watching over the middle map. Could spot one player maybe crossing over near the top barn area, jumping over to somebody near the bomb. It's going to be John. He jumps over near top barn, does spot one player. Here comes Optic Gaming, moving in for the pinch. It's going to be Crimsix trying to get a line of sight, but Spacely looking over John, and John finds one. Here comes Formo, trying to get the trade kill, does spot 1, runs out of ammo with the L-car though. John desperately trying to stay alive. Formal finds one more. John does trade the kill. It's down to a 1-on-1. John versus Scump. Both players spot each other out, and John comes out on top.
John goes huge. What do you get, 3 kills there?
Yep.
Was he the one picking up the player top bar, or was that Space? He was in the same spot pretty much the entire game.
Did not move.
Unbelievable. And how weak was Scump here? Look like,
he had to have been one shot.
Weak. That was a 1 bullet if you've ever seen it.
But yeah, I mean, John was so close to dying so many times. First, you have Spacely, just saves his life. Then Formal runs out of ammo with the L-car. Just a good series of events for John right there. He picks up 3 in the first round. That's maybe the start LG needed. Formal with the early snipe does not find anybody over near the middle of the street.
He's just marching right across mid-map, not going to see anything. Now the question is, do you play aggressive on defense against Optic? Do you try to get up in their face? We saw that happen with against TK. You know, CLG really started to bring the fight to them.
I don't think so. I think Optic Gaming are really good at kind of scouting out information. You got Formal with the sniper rifle. He spots one, another one in the back alley. It's going to be his teammates that fall, though. Karma with the team kill on the Crimsix can't follow it up. Spacely with at least 2 in that round.
Yeah, this is what I talked about. I mean, Optic sometimes just look a little off in S&D, you know, like they're making plays that necessarily aren't together. You have a team kill there, you know, Formal still just hopping around the sniper, not able to help his team. Now, granted, if he's able to hit that shot over a wall there into yard, that would have been a game changer for sure. But right now, Luminosity taking it to him, and this is the game of they have to get it done when you're going up against Optic Gaming.
Yeah, I completely agree, and I think Luminosity, they're going to win this in the early stages of this game. I think the more rounds that get played, the better Optic Gaming get. They have more time to kind of figure out your game plan and adapt to what's going on.
All right, well, a second earlier, and he might have been able to pull on that player going top bar. Look at this, Saints, Karma, or Saints and John already getting on the board. Kill. Karma's going to answer back with the trophy kill. That's a rare one. He saw him cross. Can he find him? And he's going to go over the top. Does he realize he crossed? Karma has an idea. Good job there. He listens. He hears him go across the top. You heard the shots coming in. But here we have Formal in a 1v2. He's been stuck by himself. You don't have overkill, so he doesn't have a gun to go with it. He just has that L-car in his back pocket. And he's going to be flanked by replays, picking up the kill. So 3-0, and they've been pretty quick rounds. Other than that first one, really aggressive play, taking him out.
Yeah, just like the last series, you know, some of these rounds are being decided in the first couple seconds of the round. As Formal, he gets in the middle of a Saints and replay sandwich right there. Not much he could do as Optic Gaming. They've lost all 3 rounds that we've played. They're looking to bounce back in the offense here. Let's see what they can do.
Clear the objective.
All right, and he's probably just going to go for this basic snipe across the middle. I don't think anyone's really been challenging this thus far. Does he have a chance here? That player, I think, was he back barn? Oh no, he was. So he was there.
Barn.
Yeah.
Just cold-blooded on.
Not able to spot him. Now you see a pretty passive backline defense coming out of Luminosity now. And now, is this a situation where his teammates are going to fall and you're going to find Formal by himself with the sniper against him back-to-back rounds where he's had to, you know, try and fend off really the entire side of LG?
It seems like both these teams taking this round pretty slow. You know, Luminosity, they're just waiting for somebody to peek out, and there you go, Formal. That's the opening Optic needed. They take down replays. Now there's only 1 player left over near the B site. It's going to be Karma leading the charge through the train track side of the map. Can Optic Gaming make this push happen?
They're starting to get forward here. And I think it was Spacely. Formal hits another snipe, so he's picked up 2. He's 4 and 3 right now. John's able to pick up Karma. And now question for me is, where is Formal hasn't even needed to rotate over because they picked up the kills, but it's John 6 and 1, able to pick up 2 before he falls. So yeah, that's a big round from Formal, able to grab 3, and like you said, they play a little bit slower. That round they give Formal a chance to pick up a snipe before they start to make the push. Whereas last time I think you had 2 out of 4 dead before he's really able to make a play.
And the difference there is nobody from LG was able to sneak around. Like even if they tried, Optic Gaming, they were watching all the avenues. You had one guy kind of peeking towards the tin L wall, nobody able to sneak through there. You had somebody watching train tracks, one watching autos. All ground covered by Optic Gaming, but still, Luminosity in favor right here. It's going to be a middle push by John. He's going to get right into bricks here in a position to make a play happen. He's going to come right behind 2 Optic Gaming players. He's going to find both of them. Takes down Formal, go for the second, cleans up Scumpy as well. An explosive start here for John as now the action going down near the middle of the map, but can't take my eyes off of John.
He's 8 and 2 right now. John has been making all the right plays. Karma by himself, and John gets 3. He got 3 in the opening round. He gets 3 in this one as well. He's basically taking credit for 2 of these 4 round wins for Luminosity. 9 total kills coming in for John. Keep it going, buddy. You're torching the green wall right now.
Maker, man. I saw this yesterday in the search and destroy against I believe it was Elevate. Oh, no, it was against TQM, sorry. But John, he was making so many plays happen for his team in Optic Gaming. They just need to find a way to win some more rounds, to put some more rounds on the board. As we were saying, they get better as the game goes on. They have a chance to adapt and adjust to what the other team is doing. Off the start of this round, it's going to be an A push for Optic Gaming. They trade the kill on the replays. Karma trying to follow it up. Formal just watching the flank for his team. Scumpy, the bomb carrier, trying to find his way into the bomb site, working alongside Karma.
They're trying to work a little bit of a bait and switch here, but that player in the corner is going to be what's so tough to deal with. And John's going to pick off another one. He's on a 4 streak right now. How close? I'm going to check John on my screen. Let's see how close he is to streaks. John he has his HC car. He's about 250 off of a dart, and he also has kinetic armor.
Ooh, Karma gets shut down, and Karma, I noticed he wasn't using any blast suppressor, so each time he was boost sliding around, they heard exactly what was going on. So that player on the bomb site getting a lot of information from his headset. Scumpy now in a 1-on-3. You've seen him make some crazy plays happen. Does find one player. It's going to be Saints. And Saints turns and burns, shuts down Scumpy in that round. Luminosity go up 5-1.
And again, the S&D is the one they got to take. Look at the perks for Saints. He's got every perk in the game right now. He's running 5. He's got perk 1 and perk 3 greed. And they are 1 round away from shutting down Optic Gaming here. And this has been, I mean, I don't want to say it's what I expected, but to a degree, this is what you see sometimes with Optic and S&D. They don't look strong in this particular game type, but it's still.
To be fair, John is completely taking this game over.
John's crushing right now. He's 10-2. We got to watch him right now. He has kinetic armor. The question is, do they just decide to hit this fast and let him do some work with that? It looks like they're going to let him play around this HC car first, but look how aggressive the players are at A for Optic Gaming
John's
already.
Going to flank him. Does spot
A and B.
Both. Okay, so in the end, it's going to be Optic Gaming coming out on top of that trade. John moves in to try to trade the kill, and now it's all down to replays. A 1-on-3 for him. Does have Psychosis. Not sure if that's going to aid him here. The bomb has been dropped near the back train tracks, but it's a long road ahead of replays to come back into this round.
I would save this Psychosis. Look to use. I mean, you have Psychosis. I think you had
kinetic armor for John.
Yeah, kinetic armor for John. I'll check the other players in a second here to see what might be up. Spacely has Glitch as well. And Saints, I can't check Saints. So they've got at least 3 out of 4 going into the next round. Just maybe use do you pop everything, just try to win it, close it in this? Because like you said, you don't want to go the distance against Optic Gaming. You don't want this going to a 10th, 11th round, because that's where things get scary.
Oh, he's going to go along the wall run. Gets shut down, though. Crimsix waiting in the middle of the street. But something also to keep in mind, the longer you wait to close it out, you're allowing more time for the guys on Optic Gaming to earn their specialist abilities. So that's just something to keep in the back of mind if you're Luminosity Gaming. You see Crimsix closing out the round there. So Optic Gaming find a way to put another round on the board. But they obviously need to win every round from here on out if they want to take this map.
I'm going to check through here, see. All right, so Saints does not. So everyone but Saints has their specialist for the side of Luminosity.
Carmen's Heat Wave, Formalized Psychosis.
Correct. So you're going to have several specialists for either side. Who's able to put them to best use? Formal's going to go ahead and pop his Psychosis right away. Can he find anything mid-map? Pushes through L. He's got nothing yet. The question is, do his Psychosis get any scouting information for this team? And Scump's going to get so aggressive. Flies right into A, picks up a kill. That's a free bomb site. You got to get bombed down as quickly as possible.
Karma knows this player's on the flank. That's going to be replays, but a lot of action going down near the A-bomb side as well. Heatwave comes in, I believe that was replays, cleans him up. Knocks down to a 2-on-2. Crimsix trying to follow up for the trade kill. He does find the kill on the jump, but he immediately gets straight out, and now it is all up to Formal. A 1-on-1. Not going to spot this player. He's getting flanked right now. I don't think he knows it.
Bomb never got down, and yeah, oh, he checks at the last second and tags him in the back of his toe.
Wow, that's a nice one burst.
That's a one burst, I guess. Hits him in the calf, basically, I think. Let's check this out one more time from Formal.
Good intuition by Formal, just to turn around, boost up.
Yeah, I mean, every bullet's going to tag him there. Great stuff from Formal. Keeps Optic Gaming alive. And again, you get nervous. The longer this series goes, can Optic push this to a round 11? Let's see if they're able to do it. It's going to be offense now. Now, what all was burned? I know you heard John uses kinetic.
That's it.
That's all. Okay, but that's a big one. I mean, that's the most important one, in my opinion, really, for this side, especially on offense as you're trying to break in. Can they use the glitch for some sort of bait and switch? Can they use the heat wave aggressively towards either site? Let's see what Luminosity is able to come up with.
Early tags going down over near the B bomb site. First blood made. Scumpy takes down John. Spacely trying to make something happen. He has glitch available to use. He's going to peek out. I believe he was spotted by a player top bomb, but he comes right behind Scumpy. He gets gets taken down. So now the man count is even for both teams. As now here comes Formal around the back. Saints finds Crimsix. Formal finds 2. He's really starting
Formal
to heat up.
got
Make
a
it
third.
3.
Okay, I gotta see this. What the hell did Formal just do to Luminosity? He's been, he started hot.
1.
He's been closing out, uses his team as a bit of bait. There gets
3.
1, and they just line up. He pulls out the pistol, does them dirty there. Formal's a god.
I know you're the #1 Formal fan in the world.
Yes, he's my pen pal.
You write him letters late at night?
Yes, I do.
Love letters?
All right, let's see if he can get it together. It's been kind of Formal versus John, right?
Yeah.
Both coming up with these big plays. This is the offensive round for Optic Gaming. Can they push this the distance? You see Formal's got his HC car. He's going to use that early. What scouting information is he able to get? What would you like? What kind of play style do you want at Optic? You said to kind of play it slow for now, see how this HC car plays out?
Well, it didn't really get much done there.
No, it did not.
Yeah, at least they know there's one plane over near the back alley, but I thought it was just going to be a distraction for Crim and Scump to maybe gain some ground over near that A bomb site, but Optic Gaming, they don't like what they saw over near A. So they're going to go ahead, rotate over towards B, but the Luminosity players, they're starting to sniff this out.
Now, let me
basically
check.
starting to rotate over. You got John and replays already there.
We have Vision Pulse. Vision Pulse and Kinetic Armor is getting pretty close, or sorry, Psychosis getting pretty close for Formal. There goes the Vision Pulse. He has popped it off. They got 1. Can they pick up the kill mid-street? Krim gets it. Excellent job there picking up the first kill. Now you got to worry about getting this bomb down. Somehow Karma manages to stay alive, flying across the back. Krim grabs another. He's going huge in round 10.
It's Formal.
And Formal should have another one. He's out of bounds, able to hop back in. I don't even know how he saw that player.
John now left in a 1-on-4. He finds 1, gets cleaned up.
Come on, LG, it was 5-1. What are you doing?
They're trying to do what Complexity did to them back at Full Sail. Of course, that was an 05 comeback, but this is still super impressive. 4 straight rounds for Optic Gaming, looking to continue this momentum, trying to close that map 2 here.
Well, Luminosity.
I gotta check out the abilities though, because Vision Pulse was used.
Round 11.
Glitch still.
This is everything for Luminosity. You've got to win this. You have to win this because being up 5-1 and then losing this round, I mean, that's just a dagger to the heart.
Here's the play
basically.
for Optic Gaming. Psychosis out through A, try to bait forward, but nobody playing A for Luminosity. They're all playing over near B. Early team kill from Saints. He blows up John with his own grenade.
What is with the team 11 team kills? Round 11 team kills. Unbelievable stuff. 1 going to be taken out. 4v3 for Optic Gaming. I bet he wishes he could have that one back.
Oh man, Optic Gaming taking this round a bit slower. Psychosis comes out from Formal. Can it bait out any shots? Nothing from Luminosity just yet. But there are players around. 1 back alley, 1 on the bomb site.
He certainly got some information from that. They still have advantage. 50 seconds on the clock. Blow up the minimap for a second. Everyone was within about 10 feet of each other here. Krim, did he see him low? He gets back. Nice play. Stay alive. Who's that wrapping all the way around the fight? Krim, the god, able to go in, pick up 1. Formal
Karma trades.
Trying to wrap around. It's Saints by himself.
They're going to push the round to
B.
B. This is such a great play. Saints is probably so paranoid right now. He's like, oh god, they're all around the A bomb site. They're pushing, but he does spot.
Oh, he's dead in 1 second. He gets picked up from behind. And Optic Gaming.
That was sick.
Soars back. They were down. It was 1-5, right?
5-1 for Luminosity, unable to close it out.
Oh, God. That just leaves a sour taste in my mouth. I don't feel well.
You know, Crimsix starts to step it up late in that game. Formal, of course, massive game by him, 11-5. Superb gameplay from Optic Gaming. They're able to come back in the search and destroy. That was disgusting, Maven.
Come on, LG. Like,
you really need to close games out like that, but Optic Gaming, you know, they played super well.
That was your S&D. That was your game to do. That was the one we looked at you guys to come back in this series. That was your chance. You threw it away.
So are they down and out now, Maven, as we move into uplink evac?
I just said no out loud, but I meant yes.
Okay.
When you are, when you're trailing, it's 5-1, or you're up, sorry, when you're up 5-1, you have it in control. You're like, all right, we're going to bring this to 1-1.
When
that happens and you just get rolled like that 5 straight from Optic, how do you bounce back from that? I don't know how you do. That's tough.
You got to show some mental fortitude here.
Certainly.
You know,
your brain better be a darn fortress.
You know, just kind of try to keep the team morale high, you know. I mean, going up against Optic Gaming, I think it's safe to say these guys were the underdogs coming into this matchup. Yeah. So, you know, maybe not too much pressure on them to, or maybe not too big of a disappointing loss if they wind up losing it. You know, a lot of times when I was going up against Optic Gaming, I'm not going to lie, you know, you go into that match, you're like, you know what, we're playing this juggernaut team. Chances are, you know, we don't have a good shot at winning. You know, let's just be honest with ourselves, you know. But I think a team like LG, you know, they could definitely compete. I don't think that's the mindset they have going into this. I'm just saying, you know, you're going up against some of these big names as we take a look at some of the highlights
John
from that
getting
previous
3
match.
early.
Yeah.
I mean, how frustrated are you if you're John?
Look how close he is to dying, like so many times.
And I mean, really, it was John early. He was the player that really stood out, really came up big kill after big kill. And I mean, once Formal got going, I mean, he had a lot of just huge rounds. I don't even see anything. Is that cold-blooded there behind the truck? That's a disgusting shot.
Then this is a huge clutch from Formal.
He gets the one burst, and that's followed up by the 3-piece, right?
Does Spacely ever use his glitch?
This is the 3-piece he picks up, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah, these guys just line up perfectly for him. Runs out of ammo with the M8, whips out the L car.
Oh, my.
And then this is round number 10. Just, I guess, superb gameplay overall from Optic Gaming there. Didn't see any use of the glitch from Spacely, so maybe a missed opportunity from that specialist. But as you were saying, Luminosity, they were up 5-1. They had just about all of their specialists available to use, unable to close it out.
They had 3 out of 4, I think, when they were able to try and close that out. And if I remember right, I think it was John got an entry kill with Kinetic. He was able to clean that up. He still had a little bit left, but thankfully, I mean, for Optic, Krim's shots are really accurate. He connects to the ability, doesn't get a headshot, but drains that enough that he can finish up the kill. And then I think they used 2 out of 3 on that and lost the round, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so 2 out of 3 specialists are popped. I don't think Optic might have only, I think they used Psychosis potentially in that one, but that's all they really.
Optic used Psychosis in the very last round there. Formal had it. I'm not sure if he used it
once before.
Yeah,
when he pushed up L, I think, early and used it.
Oh, yes, you're right.
But that's really all they used. Now we see the Vesper go, and then Karma's going to protect that M8. We're going to evac on uplink, and this is the closeout game for Optic, and that's just, it's brutal. I don't know what more to say when you're up that big and you throw the game. I mean, that's what it is. That's a throw. I mean, you got to be able to pick up 1 round. You have to, specialist or not. You got to pick up 1 round.
Yeah, I mean, you had so many rounds to throw away. You could try something different, but they just decided to play back, you know, kind of play with their lead. I mean, you could be super aggressive right up the middle of the map. Why not? You got some rounds to throw away, just stack a sight. A lot of different things LG could have done, but in the end, it was Optic Gaming coming through. You see Overdrive going, High Caliber going, Concussions, Rapid Fire. All normal bans so far. Only real interesting thing is the M8 getting protected early on by Karma.
All right, now we're going to be looking to see who's the final pick. What is Scump going to opt to go with here? He's got a chance to potentially impact the game with his final choice. And really, God, I mean, John, you had an amazing game. You had a fantastic S&D. You're really carrying the load for a bit. You got to keep that solid gameplay going into this one. Get your teammates hyped up. Give a bit of a speech. I'm talking like a William Wallace Braveheart speech.
Boy.
You got to give a speech for the ages here. Pump the guys up. Try to get them to bring this one up. Try to push the series to a Game 5 if you can. You need a leader in this, this stage right now after something like that.
But I completely agree. So we're moving into the specialist draft. Scythe gets picked up by Saints. No surprise there. Heatwave for replays. Karma is going to go ahead and get the Heatwave for himself. Krim with the Annihilator. Formal with the Scythe. Kinetic Armor for John. Psychosis for Spacely. So 1 gun, 3 abilities for the guys on Luminosity Gaming. So far, it's 2 guns, and it will be 2 abilities as Scump goes for the Kinetic Armor. Even split for the guys on Optic Gaming. Another map, otherwise they lose the series. I think we got to start things off with Formal. Just had a very good search and destroy game, coming off the back of a really impressive hardpoint game as well. Let's see what he does off the start of this.
And he's going to challenge John there. John, nice win. Good to see him able to win that one-on-one gunfight there with Formal. And again, he had a big, those two were the ones really going at each other. John and Formal in that last one. Who's going to be the player, though, to shine in this uplink? Time will tell. We're watching Krim right now. He's trying to check really all around his base. He knows someone's getting aggressive through mid. Good awareness there. Good communication from the team as he shuts it down. But it's replays.
Does he go for the one?
We've seen the wall run be very successful for these teams, but he's got 3 people to go through. Who's able to hop out and pick up this kill? It looks like it's going to be Karma. Drones off the map, but 3 players had to wrap to deal with that. So the nice thing about that push being on the opposite side of the map,
forces them all to rotate over.
Exactly. You only need 1 or 2 players really to make an effective push from that side. You can leave the rest in and around drone. It's not good.
He missed it.
Oh my.
You know, we can't talk about it enough, man. Even though 3 go down for Optic Gaming.
This has to be one. This has to be one. Unless Formal can come up with some ridiculous defensive stand. And the G side there is going to catch him entirely off guard. Formal defense too.
Oh.
Can he get a third? No, he'll get shut down by Spacely. But he did what he needed to do on the defensive end. It should easily be 2-0, 3-0 for Luminosity. Instead, we've got a tie game, and now it's Scump coming forward with the drone.
Optic is one of the best teams at capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. You can't miss those opportunities to get points on the board against this type of team. Crimsix awaiting the drone to be reset. Now he's going to go on the long flank. It's going to be Luminosity. They're going to push forward, and Crimsix, he's pretty far out of position. Does spot the player in the back.
Let's check this push, but I want to check Saints when we get a chance, just because Saints is 8-3. He just dropped, sorry. He was 8-3 on a 4 streak. So Saints a big part of that push. But again, a push that doesn't lead to any points. I mean, this has been, you have 6-3 John, 8-3 Saints. You would say this has been pretty good control and pushes from Luminosity, but it hasn't provided any points. This is like a football game where you keep pushing up the field, you keep getting in the red zone, but you're not getting any points on the board. You're turning it over at the 5-yard line. You're going down on downs. They just have not been able to get points on the board.
Yeah, really good analogy there, Clint. I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, I know. You watched your first football game the other day, Chiefs versus Patriots. It was adorable. I love to be involved in these, you know, the lessons of the American life.
And there you go. There are the first points on the board for the Luminosity Gaming guys. But
I'm rooting for them.
Like you're saying,
push this series.
This could realistically be 4-0 right now for Luminosity. They had two good opportunities to get a 1-point toss in. Unable to capitalize on that, but it's really Saints, man, continuing to impress people. 10-5 right now. There's a reason he's in the top category for KD, but players starting to fall. Only 1 left alive for Luminosity. It's going to be Spacely. He's trying to fall back. Does connect with the count on the Spacely, but there's Karma ready to trade. It's going to be Formal, pushing the drone forward. Could be a 1-point toss. I think that's exactly who's going to go for it. There he goes, sinks that in, but Karma's here to maintain this forward position. He finds Saints, now has his heat wave available to use. It's going to be John there to clean him up. Here's Crimsix following Scumpy, pops the kinetic armor, finds one looking for the second, but he does get cleaned up.
I don't know if you really need to use kinetic there. Your 2 teammates drop around you. I guess you're trying to maintain control of the drone, but you're still, it's you versus 3 players. Unless Scump's going to pick up all 3, it doesn't impact too much. But now they're starting to get pushed. Can they deal with the pressure that's about to come? Because look at the minimap. There's 3 players around drone right now for Optic. And Crimsix, he's got the Annihilator in hand. He sees 1 cross. He's pushed from bottom AC there. Can't get anything going. Karma, though, connects with the heat wave. Spacely gets 3, but Formal and Karma are going to be able to get 2. It's going to be Karma pretty much by himself in this push. Oh, nice play from Karma. Heads up, ignores the player, dips out, able to tie this one up at 2-2. And that's a heads-up play you expect Karma to make.
That's a really just great decision by Karma, and more kills being made. Formal finds 2, goes for a swim, looking for the 3rd. I think he has an idea that he's over near that pillar. Scump gonna go right for the beatdown, just smacks John right in the face as Optic Gaming looking to build a lead here. Just gonna go ahead and reset the armor, baiting out for his teammates. He goes right around the vent. Can he get the 1-point toss? No, he cannot.
Toss it just a little late trying to get that one out. So good defensive stand there from Luminosity. This one tight early on.
40 seconds left, pulls out the scythe. Let's see if he can make some use of it.
Hey, this better lead to points, otherwise why are you using it? And it gets cut down. Teammates get a kill, he gets 1. They need to at least get 1 point out of this, right? Otherwise you've completely wasted a specialist weapon that takes quite a bit of time to get.
Yeah, a very valuable one at that, and it looks like that push was stopped by Optic Gaming. Saints just trying to hold him up. Going to use the HCXD as well.
With 15 seconds left. I mean, he's expending everything. I guess he's worried about 1 more point.
Yeah.
He gets the 2 kills there, but did they really have a chance to get a score? All right, it's a great play if they get points on the board. I mean, this is huge if they get points.
John can definitely sink this in. He's in a good
5
position
seconds.
too. Has
nice toss. He's got it. Oh, he's short.
No.
Come on, John. Jonathan, you had such a big game. In game 2, you got to sink that. That's 3.
That's the 3rd one, yeah.
3 missed 1-pointers, and you cannot do that against a team of Optic Gaming's caliber. It's going to come back to bite you time and time again. So this could be potentially 2 games in a row that LG should have and could have won.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. Every time I watch Uplink get played, always preaching, you got to hit those 1-point tosses.
Yep.
Whenever you have an opportunity to put points on the board, you got to capitalize on that. Luminosity, they could be up 5-2 right now had they hit their shots, but starting this second half off with Saints. Drone already touched by Crimsix. Players falling for Luminosity
this
Gaming.
Is points
2
early.
down.
Look where the other two are. This is if they realized they had an open base, this would have been a dunk so quickly.
They've
already given it up.
Like we did.
They've spawned him out. They've given it up. This is a dunk. You've got Karma in the base. Oh, look at the toss. The nice pass there. Pulls off the Steve Nash. Throws it forward. Karma, somehow, how are you still alive? You sneaky little rabbit. Tries to pop up. He is eventually going to drop, but it's allowed some time here. I thought, that was going to distract a bit from LG. That's a guaranteed one-pointer, and now you have 4 down. So that's another easy one-pointer. They get a little overzealous to go for a dunk, so we're keeping a tally. That's now, what, 4 points?
Yeah. And Scump trying to do damage off the respawn for Luminosity Gaming. Crimsix to follow up. 3 go down for Optic Gaming. 4. Lucanni hit the 1-point toss. There you go.
All right, and John, watch that one later. That is how you sink that specific throw.
Yeah.
They're up 5-2. 4 minutes left in the second half.
I'm really starting to think like the story of this series has been missed opportunities from the guys on Luminosity Gaming. Up 5-1 in S&D, missed the opportunity to close it out. Now here in Uplink.
They could be in control of this series right now, without question.
All right, Crimsix with the drone in hand. He's going to go ahead, wrap this all the way through middle map. Karma had some forward position to work with, and here comes Scump trying to follow up. So that's going to tell Crimsix to back up a little bit. And right now he's buying a lot of time on the clock for his team to set up, to get in position. And he's kind of playing with the kill icon that's over his head. So
certainly.
the LG guys are like, oh, he's going towards this side of the map.
Well, you see it.
He's going back
I don't know the exact seconds, but it's a little delayed, right? So he's not going to be exactly where that's going to pop. So, yeah, just kind of playing with them a little bit, running back and forth, trying to kind of pull the players back and forth each side of the map. But now it is time. Can LG get points on the board? It's been so long since they've scored. I mean, it's been, what, 6-7 minutes of gameplay since they've scored?
It's been quite some time, and all of them, like, they get control of the drone. They have some position to work with. They don't get that second wave of kills. The Annihilator from Crimsix takes down Spacely.
Oh, no, don't do it to him. There's one he now knows is going to be a wall run.
He knows he's there.
Can he get the angle? He finds him, but he can't connect. How are you still alive?
Finished the kill. He's going to go ahead and call him the HCXD here. Sees this one player right next to the goal. Makes him one shot.
Is this drone just still alive right now?
It gets thrown off the map by Luminosity Gaming.
How does Optic not get points there? You think somebody gets something through. Krim was alive for 30 seconds there, doing everything he can. I have no idea how he lived so long with the Annihilator. But, they have the lead. They're up 3, but that might be that's one of the first missed opportunities we've seen for Optic.
I think that was more of like a kill first, objective second kind of mindset there. As soon as Saints calls in that HCXD, the EMP grenade comes in. Takes it out of play. It's going to be Saints now trying to push forward for Luminosity Gaming. Granted, it's only a 3-point lead. This is very doable for Luminosity Gaming as Replays picks up the drone. They're going to go ahead and push it forward. The 1-point toss coming in, and he misses it as well.
And that's not the easiest one. Sometimes that's a play you want to get it into the back of the base, set it up for players to move forward. I won't punish him for that one, but there have been some very, very makeable shots throughout this one for LG. They might get another opportunity now. There's one player to deal with right in front of the barrel. That's Formal. He picks up one. Can he deal with this? Nope. The melee comes in. He's going to go low. Wants to wrap back. Can he get the toss? There's the throw. Almost an interception, but he is going to fire it home. They're only a dunk away from tying this one up. Can LG extend this best of 5?
Oh man, Connect gets popped by John. He immediately gets taken down after it. Saints now trying to slay around the drone area. He gets shut down. Let's move over to Scumpy. 26 and 17 right now. Having a great game. Gonna steal the drone from his teammate Crimsix, trying to push it forward. He does get shut down. Is there anybody here for Optic Game to try to continue this push? It's gonna be Formal trying to shut these guys down, but the drone carrier, John, he went ahead, tried to go with the wall run. I think he just dropped the drone off the map, but he picks up 2 clutch kills. 1 player left alive for Luminosity Gaming. It's Replays, so both teams just gonna fight for map control.
If that stays on the map, he gets those 2 kills, he gets himself a chance to get forward, but unfortunately it's gonna fall off here. They still have time to get a dunk. 40 seconds on the clock. Can Optic hold the defense? Can LG get that last second dunk they need? But now it's keep away time. How does Karma play this? He can just run back to his base. He could run lower. He can run on the bottom of that for the rest of the game.
Just kind of do like some suicides along the wall run, right?
He absolutely is getting his full workout right now on this one. Karma burning calories right now, just trying to stay alive. Can he turn it into points? He is going to get killed. There's still technically enough time. Like you said, 4 down, but there's no one near the drone. And this is why, again, we talked about it earlier in the game, when you push that top wall run, you force everyone to wrap back. You put yourself 10 to 15 seconds away from the drone.
You got to go.
You don't have time here. You have to fight through. You need a dunk. There's not enough time. He has no chance here, and time going to wind down. So Karma burns just enough time really up the clock. And that's why that wall run is favored kind of towards the top. Sometimes, I mean, okay, it's the more popular push if you're going to run the train at the bottom, sure. But if you want to get a 1-point toss, kind of reset the spawns to some capacity, when you push up top, you rotate everybody back.
Pull the whole other team way out of position.
So far, I mean, drones down here, you're pulling everyone really to that top part of the map. Really makes it a difficult rotation to get back to the drone. So Optic Gaming, they get the 3.